Yo guys, InsaneGamer52 here, and here's the ultimate guide for how to summon and kill the new red Aetherworm Greylorm in Modern Warfare Zombies. Alright, so Season 1 added a lot of incredible new schematics, and you need to kill this guy in order to get the ones for the legendary Aether tool, Flawless Aetherium Crystal, and Scorcher Wonder Weapon. Before you go into the match, you're going to want to run Gas Grenade for your tactical and Healing Aura for your field upgrade. They did nerf gas grenades against Aetherworms, but it still does a decent amount of damage for a tactical. Hopefully you won't need to use Healing Aura, but it's the best field upgrade for teams to run just in case. It would also be helpful to bring in an Aetherium Crystal if you have one, but this isn't as important. Okay, so when you get into the match, you can use any perks and Aether tools that you brought in, but I suggest saving an Aetherium Crystal for later. This is going to be a lot easier with more teammates, so it would definitely be beneficial to assimilate up to a 6-man squad if possible. If you want to send a message to the match chat, go to your pause menu and tab over to the headset icon. Click on the top party and it will take you to the game channel where you can tab over again to this text chat. There are a lot of people who want these rare schematics, so hopefully someone responds to your message and you can set up a spot to meet up at. To invite someone to your squad, hold down the ping button and select the right option on this wheel. Then any nearby players can hold their ping button to accept it and join your squad. Now you need to get 4 golden USB sticks from these consoles that look like UAV towers in Warzone. Right now we know of 12 locations of these and there will be 4 in every match. The only thing that's consistent is that there will always be one of the center ones in the tier 3 zone. It would be a lot of work to check all of these locations every match, but thankfully there's a way to see where the 4 that you need are. If you go to those star locations on the map, then you can see an overview of which 4 are in your game. Head into any of the buildings marked with a star and you will find a bulletin board. I know of 4 of these photo boards, but if there are more, then I'll add them to a pinned comment down below. The 4 images around the map are the locations of the 4 data towers in your game. It can take a little bit of time to match these locations to the map, but it will still be much quicker than manually checking all 12 possible spawns. When you have the 4 locations that you need, head to them and look for a tower that looks like this. They will always be outside, but can be on rooftops, so make sure to look all around. On the map I made, they should be right where the dot is, near the center of each box. Go up to each tower and clear out any nearby zombies, then interact with it. This will take you into an animation where you type into a keyboard, so make sure that the area is safe. When you finish the animation, a golden USB will pop out. Pick that up and head to the other 3 locations to do the exact same thing. When you have all 4 sets of calibration data, now you need to gear up. What I usually do for these boss fights is to do 2 or 3 contracts in the tier 1 zone until everyone on your team has at least $5,000. You can even split up and have one person getting the USB drives while the others do contracts for the team to speed things up a bit. When everyone on your team has at least $5,000, then grab a car with full health and good handling and head to the tier 3 area. Have your teammates mark the wall by gun symbols in the tier 3 area and try to keep it to the ones on the east side. The ones on the west side can be driven to, but are a lot tougher since there's a bunch of tight corridors. Drive past the wallbuys until you see a legendary wallbuy that's either an assault rifle or LMG. The one exception is I would avoid the Pulmiot LMG since it is incredibly slow and doesn't have the best damage output in zombies. If you see a sniper, marksman rifle, shotgun, or any purple wallbuy, then just drive right past it and move on to the next one. The trick here is to keep moving and try to not run over zombies to keep your vehicle health up. If that means that you need to circle around to get a second look at the wallbuy, then that's fine. When you find a legendary AR or LMG, quickly hop out and grab it, then get back in the car and absolutely cruise out of the tier 3 zone. You can use your Pack-a-Punch crystals on that legendary weapon to help you get to triple pack a bit quicker. Now you want to crank out tier 2 contracts until you have enough money to triple pack your weapon. I suggest doing Eliminate Bounty, Deliver Cargo, Spore Control, and Outlast in that order since those will be the quickest contracts to complete. These should be pretty easy in the tier 2 area with the legendary weapon, especially if you work as a team. When you've all got enough money to triple pack, then head to the tier 3 area and fully upgrade your weapon. Now you need to do some more tier 3 contracts so that you can afford the rest of your perks and a couple things from the buy station. You can do the same contracts as before, but if you're not confident killing HVT Mega Abominations, then you can just cancel those contracts. You need to buy the rest of your perks from one of the Wonder Fizz machines, then head to a buy station. The boss fight will be inside the radiation, so you're going to want a durable gas mask for $4,000, and getting a second one just to be safe is a good idea. Now absolutely go to town and buy a bunch of sentry guns. My perfect balance would be to have a durable gas mask, 2 slots of armor plates, then 6 extra sentry guns in my backpack in addition to a 7th equipped sentry gun. When your whole team is completely decked out, now you need to find where the boss fight will occur. You'll know where it is because there will be 2 ammo depots next to each other on the map. Looking back at my map, there are 4 locations that the boss can spawn. The game will choose the location that's closest to the radiation, so that should help you narrow down your options for which of these 4 locations to look at. Now go to that location and you will see 4 seismic refractors in the middle of a field. If you walk up to these, you see that you can't interact with them until they're covered by radiation. By this time, there shouldn't be much longer until the radiation starts spreading, so hopefully you don't have to wait long. Take this time to organize your squad and have someone at each of the refractors if possible. If you look at the USB items that you picked up, you'll see that each of them is labeled with a letter of the phonetic alphabet that lines up with one of the 4 refractors. So in this game, I had USB Bravo and I went to Refractor Bravo. Split up the USB drives between your team and make sure that everyone knows which refractor they're in charge of. When the radiation comes in, then interact with the 4 refractors and you're on to the boss fight. Greylorm, the red Aether worm, will spawn a minute after you activate all 4 refractors and you need to be ready. As soon as you hear him roar, get out your sentry guns and start placing them down. Having an army of these will make this fight so much easier, and don't underestimate how many you need. We had 25 sentry guns and 6 players with legendary triple packed guns, and this fight still took over 2 minutes to complete. When all of the sentry guns are down, then throw your gas grenades at him and start blasting away at his glowing red crit spots. There will be zombies, mimics, manglers, disciples, and a mega abomination that spawn, so keep your eyes out and make sure to call out that mega bomb for your team. Hopefully when the worm goes underground, the sentry gun should target that mega abomination, so you shouldn't have to worry about him for too long. Since this fight will take a while and you're in the radiation, you need to make sure to keep an eye on your gas mask. One great thing this game added is that every time you resupply at an ammo depot, it also fills up your gas mask. When you see your gas mask start to crack, make sure to head over to an ammo depot to refill it. Make sure to watch out for the electricity symbols that appear on the ground. These are warnings for lightning strikes that will deal a ton of damage and can easily down you if you stand near them. If teammates do go down, call out who is going to use their healing aura so you don't waste multiple on the same person. When you deal enough damage to kill Greylorm, he will explode, drop some high tier loot, and you'll get a reward portal. Inside that reward portal, you are guaranteed to get a schematic for the legendary Aether tool, flawless Aetherium crystal, or Scorcher wonder weapon. Unfortunately, you can get a duplicate of one that you've already earned, so if that happens, then try trading with one of your teammates to see if everyone can get something new. When the reward portal spawns, there will also be an exfil portal to immediately take you out of the game, so you don't have to worry about driving to an exfil. This is by far the toughest boss in the game right now, and those rewards are definitely worth the challenge. If you need help with anything Modern Warfare Zombies related, like finding a squad to play with, then feel free to join my Discord server linked in the description below. If you found this guide helpful, let me know by dropping a thumbs up, and feel free to subscribe for more in-depth guides in the future.